two completely different football games. The first three quarters where Chicago largely dominated but didn't finish a number of drives. And then there was the fourth quarter where you give up a short field on a punt return, you offer an opportunity, JJ McCarthy takes it. Mac, I want to know where you're at right now. Let's start on the Bears side of things, because it continues to be these heart-pounding type finishes that they survive once again.
I mean, this matchup reminded me a lot of the first matchup with Minnesota and Chicago, where JJ McCarthy was a bit stagnant for three quarters. Then something happened in the fourth quarter where he was able to come up and show up for them to win that ball game. And he was almost straddling the fence of the same timeline. But to your point, Chicago had the necessary plays that were needed to be made to be able to win this ball game. And this was a game for Chicago. When you look at the flow of the game, the way you dominated for three quarters, you could not afford to lose this ball game. When you look at what's going on in your division, the NFC North, you cannot play around with your food, because I believe three teams could easily get into the playoffs. And if you're the Chicago Bears, currently being at 6-3, you want to find a way to get into the playoffs. That's a playoff caliber season. And winning and beating a team where the quarterback, JJ McCarthy, it felt like he was throwing the football with his eyes closed. He wasn't seeing the football field extremely well. They were very, very opportunistic and forcing turnovers against JJ McCarthy. And to your point, man, they just made the necessary plays Chicago needed to make to win this ballgame.
What a game. What a statement. The Chicago Bears just walked into a hostile divisional battle and did what good teams do. They survived, they adjusted, and they finished. 19-17 the final score, but this wasn't just another close win. This was a declaration that the Bears are learning how to win ugly, how to close, and how to take control of their own story. 7-3 now, climbing in the NFC and playing the kind of football that demands respect. For three quarters, Chicago completely controlled the tempo. They owned possession, dictated field position, and made Minnesota's offense look stuck in neutral. But when the fourth quarter hit, when the momentum flipped and things started to get chaotic, this team didn't crumble. They responded like a team that's been through battles. They forced turnovers, they hit back, and they made the plays that mattered. And that's the difference. Old Bears teams let games like this slip away. This one didn't. Let's talk about Caleb Williams, because this kid just keeps proving why he's the franchise. That final drive under pressure, cold night, fans screaming, Vikings bringing blitzes, and he still looked calm, patient, surgical. That's his fifth game-winning drive already this season. Fifth! You can feel it now. This isn't hype anymore. This is what it looks like when a rookie quarterback becomes a leader right in front of you. He wasn't perfect. There were drops, there were missed reads, but every time the game demanded a moment, Caleb delivered one. And for everyone still asking if he's really that guy, watch this tape. Watch how he keeps his eyes downfield while pressure collapses. Watch how he escapes sacks, resets, and either throws it away or finds his man. He didn't take a single sack in the snow. That's growth. That's awareness. That's a quarterback learning how to win on every snap. And when a former coach says he's a generational talent, it's not exaggeration anymore. You can see it. You can feel it. He's that guy. Now let's give credit to the other side of the ball. This defense continues to step up in big moments. They pressured JJ McCarthy all night, disguised looks, and forced him into mistakes. 2 interceptions, multiple near picks, and constant disruption. They made him play with his eyes closed, and that's how you beat a young quarterback. This wasn't just aggression, it was discipline. The kind of defense that sets tone and steals possessions. Ben Johnson and his staff deserve real credit. The scheme is creative, the effort is relentless, and it's working. And don't overlook the receivers. DJ Moore only had 1 catch, should have had 3, but even with limited targets, he drew attention, opened space, and created chances for others. That's how a veteran contributes beyond the box score. Cole Kmet continues to be the safety valve, and rookie Colston Loveland is proving he belongs. These guys are still finding rhythm, still ironing out timing, but it's coming. Once this connection fully locks in, this offense is going to explode. You can feel it. The Bears are right on the edge of breaking through. The plays are there, the balance is there. They just have to start fast and sustain it, because the defense gives them chances every week. And Caleb, he's the closer. Here's something that says it all. The Bears now have as many comeback wins in the final 2 minutes as any team in over 20 years. Let that sink in. Most wins when trailing in the final 2 minutes in a single season since 2000. That's not luck. That's resilience. That's confidence. That's belief. And that's culture. You don't fluke your way into that kind of stat. You earn it through composure and repetition. And let's talk about the weather. It was snowing, it was brutal, and yet this young quarterback just kept coming. That's Chicago football. Tough, gritty, unshaken. He's learning how to play in the elements, how to protect the ball, and how to stay on schedule when everything around him is chaos. You can't teach that. You have to live it. And Caleb's living it now, growing up week by week, drive by drive. This win matters. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't perfect, but it was proof of progress. Proof that this franchise is finally building the right way. When you've got a generational talent under center, a disciplined defense that can steal possessions, and a locker room that believes it can finish, that's when you start turning potential into power. The greater the talent, the greater the tolerance. You don't tear this down. You keep building around it. You nurture it, protect it, and let it carry you forward. So Bears fans, enjoy this one. These are the kind of wins that forge contenders. You've got a quarterback who refuses to lose, a defense that's learning how to close, and a coaching staff that's letting the young stars shine. The Bears are not the same team anymore. They're different. They're tougher. They're dangerous. Let's hear it in the comments. Who impressed you most tonight? Was it Caleb for that final drive, the defense for standing tall, or the coaching for finding balance in the chaos? Drop your takes below. Hit that like if you believe the future is already here in Chicago, and subscribe to Bear Down Report because this team just might be building something special, one clutch win at a time.